By the way, I know the underscore Mersh account on YouTube is really funny. You let me violate you.
Honestly, as soon as these individuals get elected into office, they don't carry out their promises. They look out for themselves. I mean, when you look at Congress overall and the way some of these members of Congress come in as regular working class people, and then they leave tremendously wealthy. Well, a lot of that has to do with the fact that they're able to do insider trading with absolutely no consequences. They're doing it for themselves. They are enriching themselves. And you have Democrats and Republicans doing this. And it's incredibly frustrating. It's blackpilling to see the...
Blackpilling, huh? Come to the dark side. Come to the dark side, Anna. You know you want to. You can feel it. You can feel it in those Armenian bones. The cries of your ancestors guiding you. Join us, Anna. Join us on the dark side.
These so-called public servants not really serving the people.
Sure, yeah. I mean, look, I agree with you 100% on all that. I would say to those who are tempted by the black pill, don't. Mm-hmm. There's so many different ways to say this, but I'll keep it brief. Black pill, Sigma males, all this same stupid crap. It's all nihilism, right? And nihilism is really cowardice. You can call it that for
shut up, this fucking guy. This guy sucks. Drinking bros are gay. They're homosexuals. Fuck, this guy sucks, you dick. Oh, we got a fucking coffee to read at least. Holy shit, dude! What is going on tonight, man? I guess people are feeling optimistic about the future because we just got another dono.
You're probably feeling a little bit better, but again, I just want to say it's
Blondie's Poncho. You have a good point.
Still so early in the night, and there's still a lot of vote out. Philadelphia.
I'm not certain Trump's going to win, but sometimes, when I'm placing a bet and my team's winning, I like to feel that moment of the good when they were winning, even if they lose by a fucking kick, or if they lose by 1 point, like the Saints did Sunday.
County, just because this was brought up on the set earlier, 62% of the vote is in. Biden was at 81. She's at 77. A lot of the vote is still out, but again,
Trump got go working for him. No, it's just he's got a working for him. I'd be in Trump's ear going, don't do it. What do you mean? They said I should come out to Atlians. They said I should come out to some sort of early outcast. So I'd be like, no, Trump, I'm telling you, let me roll the dice right now, and I'm going to win right now. I'm going to hit a 7. All right, we come out to International Players Anthem. Guaranteed. He's going to be like, the polls are showing. Frankly, Mersh is now in charge of my campaign, and frankly, when it comes to the blacks, he will be speaking directly to the black community. I'll be there with 2 just bad black bitches. I'll be there with Megan Thee Stallion, just being like, yeah, she's endorsing you now, dog. Mm-hmm. How is this possible? She said I was cute for a white boy. No, you wouldn't believe it. And then I was just really funny. By the way, black bitches love a fun. Most of the black bitches that fuck me because I was funny and I was cool. All you gotta do is, if you're funny and cool, you can fuck a black bitch. And I'm not talking about like dingy ass Section 8 apartment bitches. I'm talking bad bitches, Blasians and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can pull that. You're just fucking cool and funny. I'm telling you, man, I'll help Trump with the blacks. I'm telling you, man, we'll eliminate fucking term limits, and then he will run against Obama, and we'll beat Obama. Turns out I can't go out to UGK because Trump has the rights. We'll get that fucking chess piece. Trust me, Trump, I got you back. Let's see how the Young Turks are doing right now. By the way, honestly, thank you guys tonight.
He's going to appoint Alito's.
I definitely feel like tonight's donos are directly a result of everyone feeling like Trump's going to win tonight. Nobody would be donating this much money tonight if everyone wasn't betting on Trump winning tomorrow. I feel optimism in the air, and I hope it's not misplaced.
California ballot measures, because there are a lot of them. In Wisconsin, right now we're at 76%. I think we're at the exact same as we were before. He's up by between 3 and 4 points.
Yeah, guys, donate another $400 tonight. I'm going to try to get a hand job from Annika Sparian.
We've still got a quarter of the vote to come in.
She might be she might be sad enough to say yes tomorrow.
Okay, quarter of the vote to come in. Could go either direction, but Trump's got the lead.
By the way, fucking at this point, 1,248 people allegedly watching from via Rumble. The thumbs up haven't gone up. 59.95. I couldn't get 5 subs from these hundreds of people that are allegedly watching the show and hearing my words.
Okay, so guys, quick break here. We're going to have these updates that are super important as the blue wall continues to come in.
Jim, when you see those trends that Tom has been walking through, and there's a consistent of underperformance, what does that tell you?
They still don't understand that a vote for Donald Trump, whether you believe he's a Ziodon, and he's, whatever, he's part of the system, whether you think he's just a piece on the chessboard, but like the average everyday Joe, it's still funny that these smug elite pieces of shit don't understand that a vote for Donald Trump was never, even in 2016, you've had 8 years to figure this out. Right, you got to steal an election, and then you fucked that up, and now you're back to square one, and you haven't in 8 years figured out that it was never about voting for Donald Trump, that it was always about voting against you smug Upper West Side liberal twat bags. Like, do you not get it? Is it still like, are you like, it's the children that are wrong? Are you still Principal Skinner in 2024? Like, we don't love Donald Trump. A lot of people just hate you, dude. We fucking hate you. You're very hateable. And they're just continuing to go. I don't understand why we're being rejected by these flyover state inbred hillbillies. And then even this year, you saw it. We were watching it earlier. They're like these fucking that don't know any better. These that don't know any better. They're voting against these and fucking big nosed are voting against their own best interests. And it's like, what? Like, you're like, wow, you guys sound you're really getting mad now. Like, it's
that have been counted in Kent County, and 9% of what's 10% of that's another 32,000. So maybe she makes up a margin of 17,000 there. She's down 232 in Michigan as we speak. So it's just becoming more and more difficult to navigate that right now.
Just say it. You're losing.
I'm terrible at math. But it's.
Good. The guy that's terrible at math is giving us our best assessment of how much of a chance Kamala still has.
You know who's probably secretly elated tonight?
Who's that?
Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, well, there's probably a few.
I wouldn't disagree. I mean, he had the most to lose with the Harris victory, but he really despises President Trump.
That's true.
But he loves his political career more.
He does. There would have been places for him to go that weren't the White House.
They're already shipping Gavin. Gavin's going to destroy us. Gavin's going to be the one that wins.
I don't think he is the Democrat that...
Invest this next few years of money wisely if Trump wins.
I don't think the Democrats... Listen.
By the way, seriously, if Trump wins this next 4 years, be very smart. Like, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to have to stop fucking around. Like, all this goofing around with the fucking sports gambling and shit. Like, I'm going to have to dial that shit back. Like, we're going to have to be very, very slick about the time we bought if Trump wins.
Not over yet, but I don't think the Democrats are going to turn to another Californian and turn to someone who has a lot of negatives right now.
Campaign tried to suggest that's not what he said, but that is the kind of language that we have heard.
Yeah,
from
and it works.
And remember how he launched
Because we hate you. I've been saying this all night.
his campaign, vowing retribution. And
I love the left and I love the leftist media because they're so rich and they're so overindulged that I go through my life knowing I'm an internet personality. Even the people that like me hate me on some level. You guys just can't live in a world where people hate you. You're smug. You're a douchebag. I made fucking over $600 tonight and I still bitched and complained. People should hate me. People hate us. Just be hateable. Just own it.
Be a
That's
sweep of
better.
the battlegrounds. That's a huge question mark too. So listen, he has been very clear about
Sorry,
his
I was
policies,
distracted
the
by
things he wants to
nuggies
put in
and
place. We
assassination
talked about
attempts.
tariffs. If he has a Republican House and Senate, suddenly perhaps that makes it easier to find the money that he will need, the enormous amount of money to carry out those mass deportations, for example. And so there are going to be
I had these nuggies, which by the way were stale. I had to put them in my own air fryer.
Well, I mean, Project 2025, which the former president has disavowed, but
We got a Ko-Fi coming in. What the fuck? Yo, what is going on tonight? Yo, let's go. Let's fucking go, dude. Hans von Strudel for $100, dude. Thank you so much. He said to the chillest election stream. None of this is for Lazy Bones Lopez. I won't give him a fucking dime. That's fuck. Thank you. Holy shit, dude. Well, if I told you how close I was to $1,000 tonight, well, I won't tell you.
it has to be acknowledged, has folks who have worked for him and people that he has consulted with all over it. And there's a lot of talk in that document about getting rid of the so-called deep.
And that's where he'll stand tonight. And when we hit 2024, he'll likely get to 272. Again, and we haven't called Wisconsin and Michigan, so it could grow from there. But as Savannah mentioned, he got to 270. That's the magic number. We're projecting that Pennsylvania is a win for former President Trump. He is headed back to the White House.
This
They're so mad.
is all, of course, assuming that Alaska and Nebraska and the Maine district go the way that we expect them to go. So just to, I think Tom is making an excellent point here that we haven't hit
But
that
let's
magic
calm down.
270 number
He might
just
still
yet. But
lose.
with the win in Pennsylvania here, the thing I'm looking for, a couple of things. What is the Harris campaign going to say and do now? Because the last that we heard from them, of course, it was Cedric Richmond taking the stage. That memo had suggested to staffers, listen, we've got the blue wall. We're going to wait and see turnout in Philadelphia. We have now called Pennsylvania. That is incredibly significant here. And so do we hear from, if not her, as we don't expect to, the campaign tonight? And then obviously, what are we going to hear when former President Trump himself takes the stage there down in Palm Beach?
And will she call him to concede? I mean, that's my question. If you'll rewind back to 2016, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton did, in fact, call Donald Trump that night to concede.
And the next morning, she
addressed-
came before the
Yes.
cameras. It was, I believe, late morning, if memory serves. She did. And I think the Democratic the leaders have signaled that she will address the country tomorrow, and they certainly could read the tea leaves in some.
Thank you, FOMO. $20 says she says Trump train. Ko-Fi don't work for me anymore. I'm sorry.
Which
Doesn't.
way this was headed. And so, we believe and project that he will reach at least the 270 votes that he needs.
You're being presumptuous to
Oh, this is wild. We made almost $1,000 tonight.
go out and write a
For all the talk about the
I haven't done that shit in a long time.
2016 vibes, and I'm sure it's in your text messages as well, yours, that this feels a lot like that. There is a distinction here, and I defer, of course, to the former Hillary Clinton campaign.
Jesus Christ, we hit $1,000 tonight. Holy fuck, man. Come on, let's go! The economy's back, Trump is back, America's back, and we hit $1,000 tonight. That's an omen. That's an omen, boyos. Look at this shit. Oh no, weed's not legal in Florida. Whatever am I gonna do? I guess hit this. For Pineda, $100. Wait, did this thing die? Don't do that. It's a bad omen. Nope, it didn't die. Nope, it did die. It's dying. God damn it. Whatever. The Luca pen died, but we don't have to die. America doesn't have to die. For Pineda's not going to die. I'm not going to die. He gave me $100 and said, "Hit a grand, motherfucker." Trump, let's go. I'll charge that shit later. Who cares? That's easy. That's an easy fix. Thank you, buddy. We hit 1,000 and we went over a grand tonight. We made $1,013 tonight covering the election. Trump speaking.
Correspondent, but there was in
all official act.
All right, we're still waiting on Trump. Let me plug in my vape so I can at least. I want to have a dab stroke when we get Trump back. I want to be able to go. I want to have that happen. That was fucked up. I just had a fucking
Convicts. We'll have to see how that works
Let's go.
functionally. And he'll fire Jack Smith on day one. And again,
6,002 following on Rumble. Hey, I know 1,255 are allegedly watching me, but we know how Rumble's numbers work. That ain't the numbers. So if you are actually listening to my voice, hit like and follow the channel. I think you'll like this show or hate it.
the deportation force, which he has promised to start on day one.
Let's go, boys. We did it. We made it. We did it. We made it tonight, folks. Conspiracy extremists, you see my backside asked if you hit your goalie goal. We did good tonight. We did very good tonight. Thank you so much. And then we saw one on the. I gotta go to cover. There we go. We got Trump, baby.
Thank you very much. Wow.
Ko-Fi is like down or something.
Well, I want to thank you all very much. This is great. These are our friends. We have thousands of friends on this incredible movement. This was.
Thank you, Carl Starr. Thank you so much for 5. The New York Times hasn't conceded yet.
This is the most important job in the world. Just as I did in my first term, we had a great first term, a great first term. I will govern by a simple motto: promises made, promises kept. We're going to keep our promises. Nothing will stop me from keeping my word to you, the people. We will make America safe, strong, prosperous, powerful, and free again. And I'm asking every citizen all across our land to join me in this noble and righteous endeavor. That's what it is. It's time to put the divisions of the past 4 years behind us. It's time to unite. And we're going to try. We have to try. And it's going to happen. Success will bring us together. I've seen that.
It forebodes if Harris were to win the presidency, it will be a very close race, and then we go to the courts, and then we go to the streets, and then there's all that mishigas, as they say.
Right. But if Donald Trump wins, we don't do any of that because Kamala Harris is not a whining bitch like Donald Trump, and she's not a pathological liar like Donald Trump.
I'm so mad.
Like Donald Trump. I don't have a lot of love for Kamala Harris, and if she loses tonight, you're going to see how little love I have for her.
I thought you kind of grew to like her.
No, I never grew to like her.
I thought you had.
No, she's an enormously uninteresting, insipid establishment Democrat. Yeah. It's not.
Yeah, great. Thank you. I'm very excited to get. I need to get a. Listen, I don't want nobody to donate via Rumble. Some people gotta donate via Rumble so that I can get paid out by Rumble once in a while. Parlock for 2, best diss song, No Vaseline or Hit 'Em Up. No Vaseline.
Interesting point here is who he is going to be surrounding himself with, which we've touched on tonight. And it was interesting to watch that speech. He shouted out Elon Musk. You heard the Dana White, UFC head, shout out to Joe Rogan, the super popular podcaster.
Yeah, all the cool dudes. What's up? We're all cool dudes.
Built around
it's a coalition of cool dudes. Let's go,
of course,
bro.
Former third-party candidate threw his support behind Donald Trump, saying he has a lot of ideas. He wants to.
You don't like a bunch of cool dudes just duding, broing, and doing duding and hanging out? This is literally, the new political, the new political, the entire fucking political conversation in the future now is just the same thing it is with married guys that are just fly fishing in the backyard, smoking a joint, chilling on their day off, and their wife has to just be like, why is he enjoying himself? How can I just go there and annoy him? Why are all the bros just broing out? I get it. I'm not even a Rogan fanboy or an Elon fanboy. I do like Dana, but even though Dana's full of shit too. But it's you just named 3 of the coolest dudes. Why is Elon and Joe Rogan? Why is Dana White hanging out? I don't know, but how can I get to that party?
Go do them. We're going to let him go do it.
I guess be nicer to Rumble.
We'll get him, Bobby.
That's right. Somebody who is sort of notable in the anti-vaccine community. So I think it's going to be obviously something to watch who he installs in some of these key roles here as he moves forward.
Well, you remember the inauguration speech at American Carnage? That really set the tone.
It did,
that
Lester.
and the crowd size.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that, look, he has always been defined by, I think, his approach to immigration, illegal immigration in this country. Obviously, during his first term, he was going to build the wall. Mexico was going to pay for the wall. Now he's going to, he said,
with tariffs,
as enact this mass deportation force. So we will have to see what that looks like, what the contours of that look like, and how that plays out.
Appointed Jeff Sessions the first time around. I think that'll be our first signal as to just how much he's going to use the DOJ.
All right, so they're panicking. We're done tonight, right? What are we doing? Let's get out of here. You guys were great. We did great tonight. We made money. It was a fun time for all. I hope. Donald Trump's probably the president. We're probably going to war with Iran. Your stocks are going to be back up tomorrow. Everything's right with the world. Hopefully. Hopefully I'm not wrong. Thank you, Rumble, for all the totally legitimate numbers tonight. Got some new subs. Made some money. Pretty cool. You guys have been pretty fucking sick and chill. Both of those things tonight. So thank you so much. Is anybody live that I should raid? Because it's so late at this point.
Steps to a plan. And when he
shut up, Chunk. What are we doing? Everybody's gone. Steel Toe's still alive. You guys want to raid Steel? Let's raid Steel Toe.
Especially central Minnesota where we live. I was like, you guys just bought a house here. It would cost you way less in a mortgage for what you guys need.
Let's raid Steel Toe.
I can't imagine what rent in New York is, but
come on, guys. Everyone tell him for $250 I'll fix his YouTube problem. He's still going tonight, huh? Everyone tell him I made $1,018 tonight. I made $1,018. Come on, let's have some fun tonight. Let's go. Let's. $1,018, and started way later in the night than you. There you go, gentleman. Crin's got it. All right, there you go. We're gonna go raid. Come on, let's go raid Steel Toe. And tell him for $250, I will help him fix his YouTube channel. I know why people are blocked on his YouTube channel. I'll help you fix it. I'll help you fix it, Aaron. $250.
So I can get in there. Why not?
The only thing that works for me. Help me get away from myself. I wanna fuck you like an animal. I wanna feel you from the inside. I wanna fuck you like an animal. My whole existence is flawed.
follow the channel. I think you'll like this show or hate it.